Okay, so welcome to grade 12 chemistry. We're going to obviously use D2L extensively. So I just wanted to go through with you some things about the way the course is organized. So first of all, in the activity feed on the left-hand side here, that is the link for the Teams meeting. So we are going to have two official Teams meetings, 9:30 and 1. And the rest of the time during a normal school day, you can choose to stay in the Teams meeting and ask for questions, or if you have questions and you want to rejoin the Teams meeting, then I will be, basically listening for the little ding, and I will let you back in and you can ask your questions and then leave the meeting again. It's kind of up to you. Okay, so that's there. The second pin, I guess, or post in our activity feed is Nelson Chemistry 12. So that is our textbook. I'm really hoping to mostly use the PDF version because, just to make sure that we have, we're not distributing textbooks and then having to return them if we don't need to. So it looks exactly like our textbook. It is a PDF, so you can save it. It's not a huge file. For example, if you have, I don't really know about non-iPhones, I apologize, but if you have an iPad or an iPhone and you have Apple Books or iBooks, you can save it in there and then use Control F to search. There is a search option down here. To find specific topics or whatever. But as you can see, it's not that hard to scroll through. So that is going to be our textbook. So that is linked on the front page. It is also found under the content as well. So one more thing about the title page here, the home page, is on the right-hand side is the widget called announcements. So we're going to do a week at a time. And, and then because I don't have any more information than you about whether or not we're going to go back to school. So we'll focus on a week at a time. I was hoping to have an assessment on Friday. I usually like to do that to sort of wrap up the topic, but that's not going to work because they shifted when the first synchronous day was. So Monday or maybe early Tuesday when we come back, we'll have the assessment for this first unit. So tomorrow or Tuesday is asynchronous learning. What that means is there are no Teams meetings. So one of the things about the announcements, I can link the areas in content that you need to go to. So anything that's blue, so here it says Lab Safety PowerPoint, you can click on that and it takes you to the spot in the content where the PowerPoint is. So similar to most of the science courses at St. John's, there is a fill-in-the-blank lab safety contract, and it follows along with the PowerPoint. The safety videos are also linked under the safety module, so you can take a look at those. And then before the quiz is open until midnight, and you can do a really easy 20-question multiple choice quiz for safety. So that's what you should be working on for Tuesday. Also for Tuesday, you can obviously watch this video, but you can start to prepare yourself for the rest of the week as well. So I did post a periodic table, which is exactly the same as the one I gave out in grade 11. So if you were in my grade 11 class, you can use that. You can use any periodic table. It really doesn't matter. We are going to do quantitative chemistry again, so you'll need the specific atomic mass and all that kind of stuff. And the reference sheet, which is on the back of the periodic table that I hand out in grade 11, you can see the reference information there. So when we do the grade 11 review, you will need some of this information, and that will be Wednesday's 9:30 Teams meeting. Okay, so all those things are linked. Similarly, we have then the 1 o'clock, and I apologize in advance that some of these notes in this unit, there's a little bit more theory than quantitative chemistry here. They are a little bit long. What I've done is posted them as PDF files. So I've tried to make them not take up as much space as possible, but it's difficult. This note does have a significant amount of color to it, so I posted it as with the color. If you want to choose black and white when you print it off, then you can decide about that. Okay, so whenever there's a lesson, whether it's going to be a video lesson or a Teams meeting lesson, then you can see the blue link there will take you to the notes that you need. Also, you can go to content, and content will have units on the left here. So course intro has the course information sheet. If you're interested in that, it contains government expectations and all that kind of stuff. It has textbook, it has the periodic table, and then it has 2 other things that I'd like to draw your attention to. So when you submit assessments, sometimes they'll be on D2L, like you type in your answers, but if you have to submit, print something off or write out your answers and then submit those, please scan it to a PDF. It is very difficult for me to mark and to look at a JPEG. Sometimes people will submit JPEGs and it's so, like, there's shadows behind them. It's really hard to read, okay? So in here, this is a video that I made about scanning to PDF, and so you can take a look at that. Unfortunately, I have an iPhone, but I've heard that Android phones are actually easier. There's also a scanning app or a notes app sort of idea that you can scan to PDF. So please make every effort to do that. And then I've also included this. So this is something you can also work on the asynchronous day on Tuesday, is the Who Am I quiz. So obviously it's sort of, not great that we are starting this quad, and some of you I've never even met before, but this will give me a better idea. Maybe your microphone doesn't work, so you won't be able to jump in with questions, like you'll have to type them in the chat, or maybe you have a job, maybe you have, I think I used in my example, five brothers who are all trying to use the internet, or maybe like me, you live in the country and uploading is way beyond what my bandwidth can handle. So just take a look at that quiz. You can type your answers in, and just let me know a little bit about who you are, and so that I can see that. And so again, you're looking for 9:30 and 1. If you have never used Teams before, you connect to the meeting and it asks you to join if you want to join the lobby, and then I will let you in. So on Tuesday, actually I'll fix this and I'll link the little Who Am I quiz. Make sure you work through the safety stuff, and then starting on Wednesday, we will get into the grade 11 review. So I look forward to working with all of you, and I hope that this has helped you sort of navigate our D2L page. Okay, thank you.